Dialogue 7. You're here. You've essentially made it through dialogue editing, and all of this stuff is going to continue to clarify as you're doing your own movie. So in this lesson, I just want to review 2 or 3 things again, look at problems that I have in Reckoning, and then see what tool will work. And then we're going to continue doing this as we go on into Foley and effects, etc. So let's check it out. We've got a problem with outside traffic in this bedroom scene.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought we lost her.
You can hear a truck taking off and everything. It's horrible. So of course we could use voice isolation, but what if you don't have the studio version of Resolve? What else could we do? Well, we could use a gate or an expander even. Probably not an expander. We don't want any of that traffic noise, so it'd have to be a gate, or we could use an EQ. Let's do that. I'm not going to use the Fairlight clip-based EQ because it's buggy for me right now, but what I'm going to show you applies to that EQ as well. All right, I'm going to grab the Neutron 4 equalizer, put that on, and then what I'm going to do, since that traffic, if we listen to it, let's loop it. Make sure I've got my, there we go. Okay.
Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay?
Do you see that there? It's a lot of bass rumble. So I'm gonna do a high pass filter and bring that over and try to carve that out. And since it is so low, it shouldn't eat into her dialogue.
Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay?
Okay, so most of it's gone, and we're kind of treating this like a gate. We're really hard cutting this off. Let's bypass and compare.
Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay?
So that worked. A simple EQ, carving out frequencies, fixed that problem. But let's try noise reduction and see if that works. I need to remove this other effect. Okay, there we go. The noise changes, so I'm not going to do a learn. I'm just going to try auto speech mode really fast.
Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna be okay?
And it's not getting it. See, it gets it here, but then it doesn't know what to do with that. So let's try this. I'm going to extend this clip, mark this, and try and get it to learn that. I'm going to reset. Okay, I'm back at manual. I'm going to loop it and then click learn.
We thought we.
Okay, let's see what that did.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought.
Let me try auto speech mode after I did that manual learn noise profile, see if it'll do anything else.
Is she gonna be okay?
No, it didn't do anything. I could mess with this stuff, but I don't think it's going to do it. Now, if you have studio, while we're in here, obviously if I do voice isolation, it's probably going to crush it.
Is she gonna be okay?
But I actually heard some artifacts there.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought.
See, you heard the bass in here. It wasn't able to remove it. Interesting. So let's undo that and go back to our clip-based EQ. I should have just left it on there and disabled it. So here we go.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought.
See, it is able to remove stuff a little better than voice isolation did because since I'm targeting a specific frequency range, I am getting that out of the dialogue itself.
Is she gonna be okay?
It's not perfect though. Let me go a little further. I'm afraid I'm going to eat into her dialogue.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought.
You know what? That honestly works. If I had to go with that, and I would just do some long fades here. In fact, a long fade might let me back the EQ off a little bit towards the lower frequency to protect her voice if I think it's doing anything, and the fade might help me, but let's see.
Is she gonna be okay?
We thought we lost her, but.
There's still a little bit there, but I can finesse that with some fading. Let's try one other thing. I'm going to disable that, so we're back to normal, and I'm going to bring up dynamics. I'm on A2. Obviously, this is applying to the whole track, so I would put this on a separate track if I was actually going to do this. But let's do an expander. Let's see where we're hitting here.
Is she gonna be okay?
All right, so let's see where this loud stuff is. It's way up there. Ugh.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's pretty close to her dialogue. Let's move that over.
She gonna be okay?
Let me loop this. And you can see I'm not doing the range tool, I'm just doing it in and out. Same thing in some regards. Okay, I'm right at the edge of that background noise. So now let's drop this off. It's still there. I'm going to switch over to gate. Okay, it's pretty low. Let's see what that did.
She gonna be okay?
No, it's not doing it.
She gonna be okay?
I think I'd have to move my threshold over more.
She gonna be okay?
So it's great here, but it's not getting rid of this. So this is a nice comparison. I think the EQ did the best job. Turn that back on.
She gonna be okay?
See? That did the best job out of all of those options, including voice isolation, which is pretty surprising. Remember, different tools do better in different situations. Example number 1. 2 more examples, and then we're out of dialogue editing and we're going to move into Foley and effects. So hang with me. Let me full screen this.
We thought we lost her, but I think she's stable now. Where's the man from the cavalry?
Okay, his take there is fine, but it's not quite as intense as I would like.
Where's the man from the cavalry?
It's just kind of relaxed, like, hey, where's the man from the cavalry? And then she's about to say,
Ghost shot it.
and you can hear the traffic there. I need to EQ that clip too. So what I want to do is go to the edit page. And again, this is one of the amazing beauties of DaVinci Resolve versus something like cutting in Avid and doing sound design in Pro Tools. I can jump to the edit page and look at other takes, and you just can't do that with other workflows. So let me pull this up.
We lost her, but I think she's stable now. Where's the man from the cavalry?
So that's a little more intense. I could check other takes, but let's just use this. Back this up.
Where's the man from the cavalry?
Okay, drop that in right here. Go back to Fairlight. Okay, so I'm not overriding, right? Okay, let's line these up. I know this one starts a little sooner, but I'm trying to just look at the bodies of the waveforms.
Where's the man from the cavalry?
The new one is longer. So you know what we're gonna do, right? Let's right click, elastic wave, voice. There we go. Okay, listen to them both.
Where's the man from the cavalry?
Look at that, right? So let me disable this one.
We thought we lost her, but I think she's stable now. Where's the man from the cavalry?
Whether we keep that or not, that absolutely worked. Even on kind of almost a medium close-up on the actor's face, and you can't really even tell. So the elastic wave tool is incredible. It gives you a lot of freedom to not only fix things, but to change the emotional vibe of a character. All right, last example. All right, Ghost pulls the gun and yells at her. I've already fixed this, so let me copy what I did. Deactivate this one. Okay. So what's our problem here? Our problem is there's something wrong in this, and I need to look into why this is happening with my shotgun mic and field recorder. It might just be a characteristic of the mic, but sometimes when something's really loud, I'm getting some distortion that's funky, and then it's affecting my peak and not allowing me to have the audio at a level that sounds right. Case in point, let me bring up my meter. Okay, let's see what his volume is.
Where is it?
Okay, it peaked pretty bad, but the waveform isn't even that big. It's because there's something funky going on in here. So let me first lower it, which is what I tried to do when I was doing the dialogue editing.
Where is it?
It's still pretty loud, -8.
Where is it?
But in my editing office, it wasn't sounding right. So what I need to do is just set this volume back. So I'm going to go into Inspector and reset there.
Where is it?
Okay, I'm at -3.2. Let's loop this and see what's going on. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab an EQ and let's see what's messed up.
Where is it? 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 Where is it?
So I'm hearing multiple things that are harsh. Let me just fix this one first.
Where is it? 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 Where is it?
I'm doing this fast. This needs to be finessed more, and we're going to look at what I did earlier.
Where is it? Where is it?
Okay, this is too fast, but let's see where that puts us up here now.
Where is it? Where is it?
Okay, minus 6.8, which without this,
Where is it?
minus 3.2. See, that's a huge difference. And you're going to see even more how this comes into play when we're doing our final mix. But removing the offending frequencies lets us keep our audio louder where we want it to sound without being too high on the meters. So let me close this. Just going to disable that one and re-enable this one. Let's look at the effects here. What did I do? Okay, very similar, just probably dialed in a little more. Hopefully, let's see. In fact, let's just play them both side by side. But I don't have to listen, I can just watch the meters because it'll still read them even though these are muted. Okay, so this one's at 6.8 and this one's at 6.5. So they're very close. Let's listen to each one.
Where is it? Where is it?
There's probably more distortion in there that could be removed, but this gives you an example of doing some damage control so we can keep our audible level where we want it to be without peaking too high on our meters. And obviously we're just scratching the surface again with these examples. There's so many tools and so many instances, and so my biggest takeaway for you is don't assume that because one tool worked in one instance, it's the best tool for another situation. In fact, in the Foley and effects lessons, we're going to see a part where, even though we're talking about Foley, we get into a problem dialogue area, and it takes me a little bit to figure out what tool will work the best. But all that to say, congrats for getting through all this. This is super techy. It's stuff that you're probably like, I never thought I'd have to do all this when I wanted to be a filmmaker, when I wanted to direct movies. But again, everything you learn here, even if you're not doing it someday, which is the goal, you'll feel more confident when you're on set and more confident when you're talking to the people that are working with you on your films. So, I will see you in the next lesson where we start talking about Foley, effects, ambience, stuff like that. See you there.